What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Knab and Ro Show. I'm here with my compatriot and partner in crime, Ro. Say hi, Ro.
Hi, kids.
And welcome to the 50th podcast.
Yay! We had a lot of celebrations the last few weeks with
my gosh.
our year, with the holidays, and now our 50th. So
you're not kidding. I can't believe we had the year mark. And now we're hitting the 50th podcast, which I'm super excited about.
Yeah.
Super excited. So I'm going to say for this week, usually we say, so what'd you do last week with me? I didn't really do anything. It was New Year's. We hung out with some friends. That was fun, right?
Yep. That's about it. I stayed home.
That's it. That's about all we did. But we are going to be doing some fun stuff tonight. Ro, what are we doing tonight?
We're going to play a game.
Oh, what kind of a
game? And we have a special guest, too.
We have a special guest?
We do.
Oh, my goodness. Well, everybody, I would like to introduce to you a good friend of mine. We actually work for the same company. I would like to introduce you to my friend, Tiffany. Say hi, Tiffany.
Hi, everybody. I'm so excited to be here.
Yes.
We're happy to have you.
It is going to be absolutely exceptional, and we're very excited for her to be our moderator for the day, so that should be exciting. So, Ro, tell us, what exactly are we moderating this afternoon?
We are playing a game as, I believe she's going to ask us questions, and we have to pick whether you or me would perform those questions. I think I haven't even looked at the questions, so I'm not really sure exactly what it's a surprise. It's a surprise.
Yeah, a surprise.
Here we go.
And so that's the key thing about it. So we haven't seen the questions. We are just being surprised at the 25 picks that Tiffany picked. So these are like, like the sibling podcasts. Who's more likely to blah blah blah? Who is more likely to blah, blah, blah? And you kind of pick it's Knab or Ro. So that's what we're doing tonight. And we're very, very excited. And knowing that we talk like crazy, and I know Tiffany talks like crazy. So it's going to be a very, very, very long podcast. So we're going to try to cut it down as much as possible. So we're just going to jump right in. So, Tiffany, are you ready?
We are. Oh my gosh, I am so ready. This is going to be such a great time. And, it's like that, it's like the game Would You Rather? So it's kind of a split duel, like who would do this or would you rather? So this is going to be a good time.
Yes.
All right, so let's dive right in. Are y'all ready?
Oh, yeah.
I'm ready.
All right, so coming straight out of the gate. Who is most likely to marry a drug lord?
Oh, man. Knab.
Sorry, this story isn't...
I'm going to go with Knab, yeah.
I mean, if she's good looking, she's got the moolah. I don't care how she gets it. Don't ask, don't tell. I'm just saying.
Does she speak Russian?
Hey, I'm just saying, Russian
He's
ladies,
an equal opportunist drug lord. He's a equal opportunist drug lord lover. We'll go with that.
Oh, Ro, I love that. He's an equal opportunist drug lord lover.
That's right.
Perfect. Yeah. Oh,
I'm glad a title has come out of this. This is fantastic. Right? One of the weekly posts has to be, what's your favorite nickname?
Equal opportunist drug lord lover. That is it. It's going down. Hashtag equality, inclusion, and diversity. Right there. I love it. Okay. All right. So, Knab, are we keeping score here? Is there somebody keeping a tally? Because I feel like we should be.
I will do it.
Okay.
All right.
I was like, I'm trying to find paper. I have pens.
And if you hear the aggressiveness in the back, sorry, it's just the new puppy. So,
oh, I love puppies.
Oh, we should have done the video. See, Ro? Like I could have. Man, we could have gotten down. All right.
You know what? So, I'm gonna stop us right there, and I'm gonna apologize to our listeners because I didn't let everybody get a chance to know who Tiffany is, and I apologize. Usually we say, "All right, guest, tell us a little bit about yourself," and we didn't do that. So, tell us a little bit about yourself, Tiffany.
Oh, what do you want to know, Mike? My name is Tiffany. I'm about to be 37 years old. I can't believe that. It's a little bit kind of scary, but I am fortunate enough to work for Royal Canin, and I am just an avid lover of dogs and cats and pets and people, and I, just enjoy sharing that with other people.
Yeah.
And I enjoy getting other people to be excited about sharing that with other people. So I think
Absolutely.
that that's really who I am in a nutshell. I've got 2 kids, teenagers. Lord help us. Lord help me. I don't know who us is. Maybe me and the dogs, but Lord help me. But good times. I'm very fortunate to have really good friends that I've made, like you, Mike. And I'm just glad to be here.
I agree.
Well, we're happy to have you.
Absolutely.
Aww.
I can personally say I'm very excited that you're here. So Tiffany means a lot to me because she was in part of the whole training group of people down there at the headquarters of our company who actually helped train me, get me ready to go out in the field and do my job. So I have a big place in my heart for her and her kids.
Wait, are you the person that could get in and write a letter about bringing lime Skittles back?
Oh, for God's sakes.
Are you close to that? Because I'd appreciate it if a letter was sent.
So, I mean, I think that we can all write letters. I'm probably...
Well,
oh my God, I love you, Ro. I'm probably not the person to infiltrate the lime Skittles request, but what I can say is that if enough of us write a letter, that I'm sure it will have a heavy impact.
all right. Well, I'm going to start a bring back the lime.
Bring it back. Oh my God, I love it. Hashtag bring back
apple
lime.
Skittles.
Yes.
So gross.
So, I would love to say that I can concur with you on that. I don't eat sweets, which is really funny.
I didn't know that.
If Mars, I don't eat sweets. Ask, the whole team. If Mars
Wow.
ever made a pickle, gosh, I would be like, on it. I'm telling you.
Mars pickles.
But I do. My family does, and I appreciate it. So I will write hashtag bring back lime. I mean,
Yeah.
I will do it for you, Ro.
Yes.
This is
Yeah.
amazing. This
Make
is
America
amazing.
great again. Bring back lime Skittles.
Bring
We're
the
doing it.
lime back. BTLB.
Okay.
It's maybe a movement. It is.
Okay, so talking about this lime movement, we're gonna move right on in.
Oh,
So,
another question.
Ooh.
which one of you would be the one to have the highest body count per a zombie apocalypse?
Ooh.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm gonna say Knab.
I'm gonna say both of us.
Oh.
Yeah, because we're gonna be right there together.
Yeah, because I play that zombie 7 Days to Die. I told my family, I go, you want to live with me if there's a zombie apocalypse.
You know that
Rose
is true.
said, said straight headshot. No
yeah.
playing around. Straight headshot.
Yeah.
It's funny because we play that zombie game, and I'll stop to like loot something or build something, and she's like, "I got the zombie!" And she's pulled out a magnum and shooting things in the face. I'm like, okay, well there you go.
That's right. I mean, at the end of times, you need a woman to take care of you, Mike.
Heck
This
yeah,
is how.
I got his back. I got his 12. Is that what it's called?
What can I say? My 12. That's my front row. It's my 6.
You're 6. I got your 6.
I don't know if you should be picked for this question if you don't know your 12 from your 6. I'm just saying, Ro.
Hey,
My God.
Hey.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
That
You're
was-
getting a point.
That
I'm
was
giving it
good.
to you.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So, who would be most likely to jump off of the moving train?
Oh, Mike.
Oh, that's totally me.
Oh, sure.
I mean, are we surprised?
No, really not. Mike, you are keeping count on this, right?
Oh, I am. I'm afraid I'm going to have a majority of these, which just makes me
Yeah,
a little
I'm
nervous.
gonna lose.
Yeah.
And I'll admit it now. I am like,
Oh,
I am not
okay.
an adventurous person. Spontaneity is not my friend. Like, yeah.
You are playing it safe. Do not worry. Mike
Oh.
may not last through the end of the call. Okay.
Like, keep
So,
me around.
Mike or Ro, which one of you would be most likely to join the Secret Service? I would like to know that.
I think I
would
would.
be Ro. I was
think
gonna.
I would because I don't think people would think that I could do that. I always thought I would be good going undercover because I would be the least likely person that anybody would suspect, like being an undercover person. If that
I
makes
agree
sense.
with you.
Like,
I'm gonna
Absolutely.
agree.
Like, I'm going to have to throw this one in Rose Court. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, because if I was a Secret Service agent, I ended up punching somebody in the face and getting fired because of my impulses. I'm just saying.
But you do speak Russian.
Oh, good Lord. Hello, my name is Dmitry. Welcome to the Knab and Ro Show.
He does have good accents. I can't do accents. Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, my God.
The whole time. I can't do it. It's the best accent I've ever heard in my life.
Oh, you give me so much credit.
I do.
It is
so,
good, though.
in that matter, who would be the most likely to win the Grammy?
Oh, Lord.
I'm probably going to go with Mike, because he has a way better singing voice than I do.
Okay, well, I would just like to go back to a quote or statement you said about me, and you've said it so many different times, like, Mike, you're so extra.
Because you are. That doesn't necessarily mean anything.
Oh, my gosh.
Extra people, that's how you get Grammys, okay?
That's right, bro. That's how you get Grammys, Mike.
Be extra. I'll take
Extra
that. I'll
plus
take that
facts.
point. I'll take it. I love it.
Yeah, no, that's you.
Oh, gosh. Extra with a capital EX.
Oh, man. I'm sweating over here, guys. I'm sweating.
Oh, jeez.
All right. So, which one of you would be most likely to call in sick at work just to travel for a concert in another state? Because God knows we would love to attend a concert right now.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, I think that would depend
Yeah.
on how far the concert is, because I don't really like to travel. I don't like
If you're traveling by air or by car.
If I go by car, then yeah, I would totally do it.
Yeah.
If it was for New Kids on the Block, because they're great.
I'm going to say Ro as well. So, okay. I've been to multitude different shows, and I've traveled around the United States for, like, Dave Matthews, for example. But the only real time that I would go to a show is if a friend invites me to go. I've never been a real person like, yeah, I'm going to go to a show. I mean, I love it. But I probably wouldn't go the same like Ro would go. So I'm going to give that one to Ro.
Although
Awesome.
I don't think I'd go by myself either.
Yeah.
If that makes a difference. But I would definitely, if I was like, hey, I'm going to this concert and I have a buddy with me, totally call it in.
Uh-huh.
Although I would be the responsible person and probably give them a 2-week notice heads up and be like, hey.
And let me rephrase. I would never leave my work and call off to go to a concert.
Me either.
For all those listeners.
Nine times out of 10, it would be after working hours.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
So, I mean, unless you were on that traveling world band tour, you know.
True.
I mean, that's,
Yeah.
you know.
A groupie.
So, yeah, y'all are good.
We're tied 3-3.
Ooh.
Gosh, okay, here we go.
Uh-huh.
Who is the most likely to be successful as an on-air personality?
Oh, Lord.
Oh, Mike. Mike, hands down.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, actually, I'm gonna go with a tie. Because here's a funny story about that. So I had a really good friend, and he lived in Missouri, and he worked nights as like an organ harvester. So with the time difference, it was
Oh, my Lord.
a lot of our conversations happened in the evening. Okay. So, and this is when cell phones, I'm going to date myself, oh my gosh. This is when cell phones just started, and you had like the unlimited evening minutes and like free weekends and stuff.
Uh-huh.
And so my mom was always like, okay, well, we have to be careful about our minutes, you know, because of the family plan. And I was like, all right. So I was always very cautious about like when I made phone calls and how long they were, you know, because I don't want to, you know, rack up a phone bill. So there was this one time I go into the kitchen and talk to my parents, and my mom was like, yeah, I need to talk to you about your cell phone bill or the cell phone bill. And I was like, oh, well, did I go over my minutes? And she was like, well, no. She goes, do you have a second job? And I was like, well, what are you talking about? And she goes, well, there's a lot of late night phone calls.
Oh.
And I was like, oh no. And she's like, you just have such a nice voice. I just wanted to make sure. And I'm like, oh, my dad's jaw just like dropped to the ground. He was like, what? are you talking about? I was so appalled that my mom thought I was some like phone set operator. Ugh, so embarrassing. So embarrassing.
Come on, Ro, let's hear your sexy voice. Do it. Do it.
I want to hear it one time.
One time, Ro. Come on, Ro.
I don't know.
So my thoughts on that question are honestly, like, if this was a year ago, I'd say definitely me. But now I'd say we are kind of even because I feel like this podcast has really branched you out and got you really exposed to doing this type of stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I want to say, from an external perspective, Mike, you've always there's no question there. But
absolutely,
right? Like, you meet him one time and you're like, destined for
right.
But not even knowing you, Ro, and just meeting you on this conversation, what I will say is, golly, you get it. Because you 100% own it, and I think that you are it. So I think it's an even tie.
Even
It's so sweet.
I would say
it's I would go with it. Yeah, no, I'd go with it. I have people who say a lot of things, and that I should be in radio, and I thought about it.
I'm gonna throw a little extra weight your way, just because, #woman.
Yeah.
But
I'm hashtag giving us both points there, so half page or hat, you know what I mean? Yeah, both good points, whatever.
All right, so building off of that,
yes.
Which one of you would most likely want to be a nun?
I would probably have to take that
Ro.
one out of the two of us. I'm very much nun material.
What the hell is that?
I mean, you gave me a selection. I'm picking from it.
Yeah,
that's no fair. You know me too well.
I'll take that point. I will gladly take that point.
So, Ro, as a nun, which of you do you think would be most likely to establish some sort of a new scientific law?
A science
That's
what?
A scientific law, like a new, right? Like a whole new governance in science.
Probably Ro, because I don't think I'd have the patience for that.
Right, but I would say you, because you are so passionate and vocal and very charismatic that you could definitely get a following, and I feel like you'd be able to. You're a pusher. You push it. You'd push it hard and make it a real thing. Sorry.
Oh yeah, push it.
I'm sorry. That was all I heard.
All right, I'll take that one. I appreciate it. Wow, jeez, Ro. Holy cow.
Sorry.
So sweet of you.
I know. Well, I try.
Sweet.
I just, that moment in Mean Girls when the teacher's like, "I'm a pusher, Katie."
Sure, Katie.
Like that totally.
I just rewatched that movie the other week with my daughter.
Such a good movie. I love it.
Can't sit here. Seats taken.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Is butter a carb? Oh my god, I love it.
So
could go on.
Check this out. We are tied 5-5.
Ooh.
We've had a lot of.
I thought you would like annihilate me. Yeah.
All right. 5-5. Okay, so which one of you would most likely get a heart attack if you were watching a horror movie?
Oh, me.
Ro. Oh my god, Ro.
Yeah. Yeah. Totally.
I love being scared. I love haunted houses. I love playing scary games. I yearn for that. I love it.
Bro, I'm with you. I can't do any of it. Like, don't even want to go to a mock scary thing. Like, not even happening.
Yeah, he's been trying to get me to play this ghost game, and I'm like, no. And for the longest time, that 7 Days to Die, because I could hear when the Florida Boys and Mike would play, I could hear the sound. And I'm like, oh, it sounds so creepy. And it still creeps me out. Like, it creeps me out in the beginning, but I'm now I'm used to it now, and it's not so bad. But I was watching his ghost game the other day, because he's done a couple streams, and I'm like, no.
Well, it's different because you can't kill those ghosts in Phasmophobia, but 7 days, you got yourself a pistol and a bunch of armor, you're good to go.
Michael, I'm going to call you out. Are you flipping caps with your little cap gun?
I am not.
Oh, all right.
I am not.
Okay, but if you are flipping caps,
Is this
would
a
you
question?
be would you be if you are flipping caps? Would you be most likely to be the more beautiful mermaid?
Oh my goodness.
Wait, what?
Yeah, say that again. That one's
Question.
confusing me. I
Yeah,
don't really know what
I'm
you're
like,
talking about.
What does flipping caps and a mermaid have to do with each other?
I'm confused.
They have absolutely nothing to do with one another.
Okay,
But
Oh.
since he was flipping caps, I figured he could answer the question if he wanted to be the most beautiful mermaid, or
I always want to be the most beautiful mermaid, dang it. Always.
That's
always,
awesome.
always.
I love it.
Love it.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So let's see. Which one of you would likely be the one to get the most tattoos?
Mike.
Yep. That one's
Seeing
me.
as I have none.
Hey, okay, to be fair, I only have one. Only one.
So therefore, that's the most.
That's right, yeah. But I won't lie, I
One
would
is
love
more
to
than
get some
zero.
more. I really would. I
thought
think it'd be
about
fun,
getting,
yeah.
I've thought about getting one, and I have a couple ideas. Like for the longest time, I wanted to, like the stereotypical butterfly, blah blah blah. But I've kind of looked into a couple different ones. I'm a huge Mary Poppins fan, so I've always wanted to get like the silhouette of her like flying with her umbrella.
Oh my gosh! Or an umbrella? It's just the umbrella.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, and then
Love
I also found I love music and movies, and I found this really pretty tattoo that has a musical note with like a heart in it. And I don't want like a huge one, just like a little something something. So yeah, so I have a couple ideas.
That would
Maybe
be lovely.
sometime in the future.
We need to talk
Future?
about this later,
Yeah.
yeah. We should
Yeah.
do a tattoo podcast.
We should.
That would be fantastic. Mhm.
Oh my gosh!
When we get together, we could do it.
Yeah, I'm in. We won't count how many I have, but I'm in.
Mm.
Okay, so after you get your tattoo, which one of you would likely dye your hair red?
Ooh. I'm not
Red
real
really
big
isn't
on
my
hair
color.
dyeing.
Okay,
I mean,
so I don't know
I
that
put
we have a
highlights in
specific.
my hair all the time.
I'm gonna say
so-
real.
But like solid. Let's go solid red. Like we're going like fire engine red.
Okay, well,
Definitely not me because I've never wanted to dye my hair because I think my hair is gorgeous. Just saying.
so good. I don't think I would look good as a red. Okay, so my mom's a redhead, and I come from a family of redheads.
Uh-huh.
But they're not fire engine red.
Okay, we just
Okay.
hypothetical.
We
Ro.
can modify it. We can modify this color
I
coordinate.
Yeah.
mean, if I
You
had
know?
to, I guess I would, since I've dyed my. I mean, I put highlights in my. I haven't like dyed my whole hair, but
All right, Ro's getting that one.
Bro,
You're
I feel like
I'll
she is
take
too.
that, I'll take that point.
Yeah, I
okay.
feel like she is too. I also feel like she's being a little like, I don't really know.
It's a little too extreme for me.
I think
You know,
we're overthinking.
Ro- You're taking the point, Ro. You gotta
I'll
take it.
take it. I'll take it. I'll take it for the team.
Okay. Let's see here. Who would most likely get hauled by a bear? Now, hauled, I'm a little curious as to the contents of this questions.
Was it a typo?
Hauled,
Or
like
is it
who
mauled?
would most? I was thinking the same thing. Who is most likely to get mauled or hauled off by a bear? I'm not sure which
Oh.
one. So, you know,
I'm gonna say it's a typo on that website, and it meant to be mauled. And I would say probably me because I love being outside in the woods, hiking, camping, and all that. So I have more opportunities to get my butt whooped by a bear.
Right, but you run faster than I do, so you know, I'm yeah. I
love
depends
it.
on how
but-
angry the bear is.
But Ro, do you have your bear spray? Because if you have your bear spray, then running doesn't even matter. You just
Oh,
throw it
Oh,
out there, and then
but
Mike
I could-
runs.
probably him. He's better. I don't know. My logic went to me because I'm the slowest, but Michael's the loudest. So I don't know.
Hey, I can be stealthy too. Damn it!
I think the quiet one probably wins this one. So
Okay.
Ro, that goes to you.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say. However, the one that is the most likely to be sarcastic probably goes to the loud one. So,
Oh, what?
Yeah.
wait, who wins that one?
The guy in the other room. It was me.
And were you the one that was most likely to be a nerd?
I was actually, back in high school, I was voted the most talented because I was the most goofy. I was the most quirky person out there, did all types of weird things. But the funny part is, I'm very talented. I can do a bunch of different things, but for that specific group of people, they never knew me to be quote-unquote talented with a bunch of stuff. They just knew me to be that kid who was always out there.
I love it.
And it cracked me up. I was like, okay, I'll take it, whatever. Y'all don't know me, whatever.
I mean, what does really being a nerd mean? I mean, it's being somebody who's interested and intrigued and wants to know more. So, yes, hashtag go you. Ro, what do you think?
I if you want to go like intellectually, I would probably say me because I did really good in school.
Mike,
yeah, okay, hold on. Whoa, time out. Whoa. Okay. Are we talking nerdy in general? Are we doing school nerd, video game nerd?
I just think it's like all encompassing.
Okay, I'm going to have to say me, Ro.
Yeah, if we're all encompassing, it would definitely be him. But if you're talking about intellectually, I don't know.
I don't like your tone of voice,
sure.
Ro.
You can take the point. Have the point. I don't care.
For the record, listeners, I consider myself quite intelligent. I'd just like to say for the record.
I am. Oh my gosh. I'm not.
I mean, personally.
Oh my gosh.
Personally, I will own being a nerd. You know, every day, all day. That's me.
Oh, okay. Quick question.
I'm an in-closet nerd because my
Oh
dad
my
plays
gosh.
World of Warcraft. I play some other games with some friends, and it's like when I'm out in public and because my dad plays too, and he like starts asking me questions like, just not now, okay? Like only at home. Like I don't want to have this conversation with him in like public, and I don't know why, but yeah. So I guess I'm kind of an in-closet nerd that way.
So I think we're gonna take that one a draw. I think you both earned that one. 100% earned it.
I mean, but I feel like... Okay, fine.
I feel like...
That's fine.
No, Michael can have it.
Okay.
I don't care.
Okay, but
Oh
I have
my
a question.
gosh.
Back to the... Okay, for the ones that we're unsure about, Tiffany, you're going to have to be the one that picks.
Okay.
So, the bear question, who's going to get mauled? Who do we decide?
Me.
Ro.
She said
It's gonna go with Ro.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
Ro.
it's Ro.
Okay.
Actually, no, Ro, it's not. The loud person is always gonna get mauled by the bears. The quiet one is gonna be safe. So, Mike, I unfortunately think that you probably are gonna get mauled.
Okay, cool. I'm down. Let's do this. All right.
You know, like they say to stand still, be quiet, like don't move. Mike, if you're loud and you're moving, you better climb a tree, and a really tall one. So, okay. So, who is most likely to be a nerd? So we did not classify the category of nerd.
I think we should just go to the next question and just try to be
I do
like
too.
just general.
That one's a little hard.
Yeah.
Okay. So, which one of you would most likely join a gang?
A gang?
Yeah.
Me.
I mean, it could be a tattoo gang. It could be.
I would probably have to say Michael.
Yeah.
I would have to go with that too. Ro, I feel like you're a little too more on the safe side.
Oh my gosh, I will admit it. I'm like so super conservative. I'm vanilla. Like I said, I just
And I'm so
There's
extra.
nothing
It's great.
You're in Mike's
yeah.
extra, yeah. So, Mike, in being extra, which one of y'all is probably more likely to sleepwalk? Maybe in joining the gang as you sleepwalk.
Ooh.
I mean,
Ro, have you ever sleptwalk?
No.
You know, okay, I would say me, yeah, because I talk in my sleep all the time. I will like lean up in the middle of my sleep and start just talking to Stephanie randomly out of the blue, and she tells me the next morning, like, what the hell were you doing last night? I was like, I don't freaking know. I'm sleeping. I have no idea. But I don't think I've ever really slept walk. Maybe when I was a kid.
Yeah, I don't. At least not that I know of. I can ask my cats and see what they say, but I don't think I do.
She's like, maybe we have to set up cameras, but
yeah, I mean, it's not. I don't see pillows in the oven or my personal fridge.
I think that's. Hey, speaking of ovens or pillows in the ovens, who's going to be the best baker?
Ooh, that's Ro. She's cooking all the time.
Yeah, I feel like I would be a good baker, but I feel like Michael would be a good barbecuer. Like,
I'm the grill master. Oh yeah.
Yeah, the grill. Yeah, he can take the grill master point.
Okay, so Ro, what are you cooking?
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Well, I mean, if you say bake, I make a really good broccoli salad.
Ooh.
I know. Stop it.
Pretty good. Yeah. What else do I do?
I'm kind of hungry now.
I know. I'm getting hungry.
I haven't eaten anything. I had those little.
I haven't either.
So I'm like,
ooh, you could make a little bit of poutine.
Poutine.
I wish.
Poutine.
To go. Max, our friend from Canada, keeps sending me poutine pictures when they go.
That's great.
I do a good breakfast casserole too.
What do you put in your breakfast casserole?
I saute some mushrooms and onions, and then I do maple sausage, and then I have diced potatoes, and then eggs, of course, and then I use Tillamook cheese. Because
so Tillamook cheese, it's like, Ro, you've won my heart.
Well, I live in Oregon. I go to the cheese factory. That's the only cheese I eat. It's Tillamook cheese.
It's like thicker sliced shredded cheese. So it's not like.
Yeah. I mean, they make they do their cheddar is by far the best cheddar ever.
We can be best friends.
I mean,
promise
you get the lime Skittles going, and I will.
You get the cheese going? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're good.
This is happening.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, goodness gracious. That reminds me when I first started working at the company, my sister, who was like an obsessive peanut butter M&M fiend, she's like, can't you get me a bunch of peanut butter M&Ms? I'm like, I can get you some kibble. You want some freaking kibble? I don't do M&Ms. What the heck?
It's too funny. Yeah, when I heard that Mars was part of it, I was like, what?
Yeah.
Bring back the lime Skittles.
Bring them back.
Oh man.
Increase the rainbow.
Taste the sour rainbow. So, okay, we are at 11 Knab and 8 Ro.
All right, I've got 2 more questions.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh.
All right, so obviously we know that there's a difference in one of you is the best baker and one is the best, barbecue master. But which one of you would be the best wrestler?
Wrestler.
Michael.
Yeah, we're talking all out.
Yeah, I'm
going down to the mat.
I feel if I was going up against somebody in my physique, in my weight class who wasn't like super muscular, kind of like a dad bod like me, I think I'd hold my own. I'm just saying.
I mean, there wasn't any guidance around this question, so.
Oh.
Yeah, I would definitely say him for sure.
Oh goodness. Okay, I'll take that one. I'll take that one.
All right, so we know Mike is going to play in the wrestling ring. Which one of you would be most likely to be in the?
Sorry, you laugh.
The suspense. The suspense is killing me.
What are we doing?
In the WNBA.
Oh my.
I don't like basketball.
It would probably be me wearing a wig.
Hey, yeah, I don't.
With
a
a pull-up and some stuffing in it.
Of Ro's response, I don't like basketball.
I don't.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm gonna give that point to Michael. He can take it.
Good lord. I've actually played basketball in the past. I've been on teams in the past, so I could at least play it.
I don't dribble good. I'm okay doing like, shooting the ball, but dribbling, no.
I'm not good either, so don't.
It's a coordination thing.
Yeah.
Softball? Yeah, I could do softball.
Oh, I could do it too. It's really funny
Yeah.
that you can't. I couldn't do basketball, but
Yeah.
like, yeah,
Yep.
I'm right there with you. Yeah, Soul Sisters, got you, girl.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mike,
Yeah.
but you're playing. Mike, you're playing b-ball, right?
Yeah.
You won that point.
Yeah.
Got it.
So, okay, so we are at a final tally of 13-8.
Okay.
I'm just extra, man. I mean, my gosh.
You're such an adventurer.
Oh man.
Yeah,
It's
we'll have to
okay.
we'll have to reselect questions next time. But I will have to
Yes.
say the winner goes to Knab in
my
the left hand
God.
corner.
She tapped
So
on
funny,
her
oh my
phone. I could hear the.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Oh my goodness
great.
gracious. I feel like we should do like a rated R version of this sometime. Like pre-pick the questions, kind of. Sort
There
of.
were some rated R questions. I really
Yeah.
I mean, like, who would rather be a stripper? I mean, there were things like I had to scapegoat around,
So
Well,
I've
I
seen
think
those.
Michael would want that.
Yeah, I feel so. There are those channels that do, you either what was it? They do like a son or daughter and a mother or father, and they have to ask questions. Have you ever blah blah blah? And then
Oh my gosh.
you either answer it or you have to drink or something like that. That'd be hilarious to do that with, because I know,
Should.
Ro, you're not a big drinker, so we could find
Right.
one of our friends that would drink with me, and then I could do a competitive thing against that person.
There you
I
go.
mean, I'll play with you.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Game
I'll be
on!
the moderator, and you guys can play the game. Perfect.
We could also play, like, have you seen the people that play the beer pong with themselves in the mirror?
Oh yeah.
Just so they could drink.
we could do that. Like, yes,
That's
we could.
awesome. So many
it.
options.
I love it.
So many options.
All right, everybody.
No.
So we are rounding off the hour. We're about 36 minutes in. I think this was a very healthy place to stop. But I want to
Definitely.
thank Tiffany so much for coming out and being a good sport. It was very much last minute. We're posting on Facebook like, who wants to be a guest tonight? And she's like, I volunteer as tribute. So it was amazing.
I just want to say thank you, like, for having me and allowing me to be part of y'all's podcast series. And it's really just a pleasure. And I look forward to, hopefully in the future, being able to join y'all again.
Absolutely.
Definitely. We would love to have you back.
Yeah, and this being the 50th podcast is a very, pivotal spot. We've done 50 podcasts. It's crazy. A lot of people
Yeah.
that get to this spot will quit long before this. They either get bored, they get defeated because, we don't have so many subscribers or we don't have enough likes. But it's a business. It's a slow business. It's a very competitive business. You kind of just take it as you go and then move on and whatnot. But I'm glad we stuck it out because if anything, for us, it's fun. We have a blast.
Yeah,
Absolute
absolutely.
blast. Yeah. So, having said that, I would like to thank you all for listening to the podcast. If you like the podcast, go ahead and jack that like button right in the nose. Don't forget to tell your friends and family all about the Knab and Ro Show. And as always, this podcast is a wrap.
Till next time, kids.